want our kids competing. We want those 60 million young athletes that compete every year in athletics. We want them to have more opportunities in the college ranks and in the professional ranks. Do you understand? And this is what would happen if these idiots would just expand. Now, getting back to paying these coaches, these college coaches, it's really and what's going on in the NCAA athletics is pathetic. With 66%, you told me, in tennis, 66% in tennis men's and 66% women's tennis are foreigners in America. So all these beautiful tennis players that we have in America, that many are foreigners competing at the universities. That is pathetic. My nieces all play tennis. Tennis is a great sport, okay? And to think all of the beautiful young ladies that compete and work their way up, that they're given 66% of the scholarships at the universities today are going to foreigners. Oh, my God. Now, what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about that? And the same thing in hockey. Hockey's 38%, 40% of the hockey players in our country today. 40% of the hockey players in our country, and these guys are coming from wealthy countries. They're coming from wealthy countries. You know, they're coming from Canada. They're coming from Scandinavia, Norway, and other, you know, some of the Eastern Bloc countries that do all right for themselves. But here's the kicker, though, Andrew. Here's the big disadvantage. This Villanova punter from Australia, 33 years old. I forgot to tell you that. 33 years old, Andrew. 33. So he came and got a scholarship at East Carolina. He was 27 years old. Now, here's the thing. He's been 6 years he's been at it with COVID. Yeah. He's been at it for 6 years. So we have a foreign-born Australian, took 6 years of scholarships away from one of our punters, could have punted. I mean, that's a soft position. There's boatloads of punters out there. You can convert a quarterback who might not be starting as a quarterback, let him concentrate, convert him into a punter. You know what I'm saying to you? Soccer players, so many soccer players, young soccer players running around. Go get a soccer player, let him work a little bit, develop him. But this guy's 27 years old when he gets this scholarship at East Carolina. It's sick. And that's what's happening, Andrew. These older athletes are more advanced than our athletes, because when you come out of high school at 18, 19 years old, across the country, it's 18, 19 years old to be eligible to play sports in high school, right? Yep. So now, then when you start high school, your eligibility starts, and when you start college, your eligibility starts that year, right? So from there, you're 19, 20 years old. Well, these foreigners, there's no clock with them. So that's in all the sports. So these colleges that are these coaches that are recruiting, getting back to the pressure of performing, right, and winning. Now, listen, these college coaches anymore are making $250,000 to $500,000 a year in these conferences to coach an all sport. I mean, we have the guy at Penn State, the wrestling coach. No one knows how many millions he's making to coach wrestlers. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So that pressure that we're talking about is at a different scale. They're not making, $7 to $10 million like this scumbag at LSU who should get fired. If anybody should get fired, it's him. I'm going to call down there. They still have the associate athletic director. When my brother was there, and he's a Lebanese cat. And when they recruited me at LSU, the same guy's there. I'm going to call him and say they're going to fire that idiot and get Argeron back. Argeron was great. You know what I'm saying to you? And they're cutting deals. Oh, Kelly, would you come coach for me for $10 million? Oh, yeah, you'll coach again. We're going to fire Argeron. The guy just won a national championship for him, put together one of the best college football teams in college history. And because he has a bad year, they fire him. Getting back to Penn State, the same. The guy was doing all right up there. But it makes me want to throw up. The fans are booing.
People lose
the athletic director should
lose sight of what's important.
You understand? Yeah. The athletic director should get fired. Stick with the guy. Let him have the season out. And listen, they just beat Iowa. I think Franklin was undefeated against Kirk fans. I don't know if Kirk fans ever beat him. In all those years, they just lost to Iowa.
They got him a few times. Heartbreakers.
Did they get Iowa? I don't really keep track of it. I watch him, but it was very, very. I mean, I think Franklin definitely had the edge. You understand? He definitely had the edge. I know Kirk always beat Joe Paterno. I mean, he beat him almost every year, right? But and Kirk's been around for 27 years. But the point is, let the season end. Let the kids all feel their coach, support their coach, and give them a notice. And the Penn State kids don't deserve that. Getting back to who should they before I let you add your points. We're going to move on with the Penn State thing, but while we're at it, the alumni are always awesome to bring back and coach. We saw what happened with Jim Harbaugh at Michigan. They were having a real hard time, falling apart, and he comes back, boom, they win a national championship. There's one guy that should get that job is Monchek. Monchek played on a national championship Penn State team. He's from Pennsylvania. He's been in coaching. He's an offensive lineman. I played against him. You know, I was at Pitt when he was at Penn State. Real good guy. He's married to a local girl here. He's married to a girl from Emmaus, right down the street where you guys are at, right? So he has good Pennsylvania roots. All the guys love him. All the old-time Penn State people love him. The fans love him. But he's a kick-ass guy. He's a former lineman.